I'm Bryan Laxton, Chief Executive Officer of the UK team at C&W, and I want to say a few words this morning to you about our carbon reduction commitment. It's a huge topic for an awful lot of people, something I've personally been interested in for a while, until of course I read a few books on the subject, and then you can't remain interested, you just become worried on the subject. It's a hugely important part of what's going on in the future, and although a lot of people are talking currently about the financial problem that the world has had over the last few years, I think carbon reduction is one of the biggest things we will probably ever face for many, many years to come. On the practical side, it's going to be a working relationship between occupiers and landlords to get property up to the forefront of the debate, which is where it needs to be. At the moment, I think it's probably being led by the occupiers. They have their own PR, they have their own marketing, they have their own shareholders particularly keen on seeing them at the forefront in their business terms of what they do for carbon reduction, and that has played onto the property requirements. I think probably the landlord side is going a little behind that, but it won't be long before the occupiers start demanding ever more green buildings. They will show the difference between a good building and a bad building by their ability and interest to pay rent, and therefore I think the landlords will see a lot more interest in it when their performance of their investments begins to show. We sat down with someone a while ago and asked what their main criteria was for their socially responsible investment, and they said there are three things: performance, performance and performance. When that begins to show, then you'll have the landlord side of the industry showing a great deal of interest in it, and I think we'll then move on to the next level and the next plane, where property will really begin to play its huge part in what is probably the biggest question of our generation.